Greetings, one and all. I'm back. It's so sunny today. It's so warm, and well, I got my California shirt on, or is it Hawaiian? I don't know. Anyway, Stargods here. Yeah, I was thinking, just as a side note, I was thinking about Facebook and Zuckerberg. Cucumber Boy. Wow, he's really the most powerful man in America, and he's gaining more and more power as we speak because he's controlling the American culture. I mean, this is Marxist culturalism at its finest moment. I mean, the communists are just like beside themselves, going, whoa! He's just taking over, and more. These social networks are getting stronger and stronger, but Trump, he don't care. What does it got to do with business? He don't care. He's weak, or he doesn't care. And he's the one co-enabling Hillary Clinton. He's making sure that she stays free and active and alive. She's on tour with a bunch of celebrities. She's deciding to run. She thinks she might run in the next election. But I thought she was supposed to be under arrest. I thought she was supposed to be arrested. Anyways, as you all know, I'm not a big Trump fan. Anyways, I want to talk about, that's not what I want to talk about. Well, what do you want to talk about? Okay, I'll talk about is, I'm not schizo. What are they called? NPCs. I used to call them fillers because I know these people are not real. They're not real. There's thousands of people out there that are not real. They're not. And I've known about them, but I have no idea what they are or what they are. I used to call them fillers because, like in a movie, you have two lovers on a bridge and the full moon and all that stuff. But in the background, you got people moving around. They're just hired hands. They're just they're stand-ins in a movie. They're just to fill in the background to make it look like they're part of something. So I used to call them fillers, but now they actually have a name. People are catching on. Wow. I'm always so very intuitive. I know things, and they always pan out in the end. I'm so proud of myself. Not really. It's just the way it goes, eh? So NPCs, non-player characters or non-player components. They're robotic. They have no reasoning skills. You can't reason with them. They have no higher level of reasoning skills because they're artificial intelligence. They just talk to you like that movie Existent, where they're talking to a shopkeeper, and the shopkeeper just kind of, and then she says to him, oh no, he says to her, "What's wrong with him?" And she says, "Well, you got to talk to him to activate him." Oh, nice weather we're having here, blah, blah, blah. Just, they'll say, this is the clue that you get with these non-human entities, these programs, is they talk funny, they talk out of context sometimes, they talk funny, There's a couple of really important links I hope I can find, and I'll put them in here if I can find them. They just it's a link. She's a business woman. She's meeting a business guy, and the guy goes, "Hello, nice weather we're having." And then the lady next to him, his personal secretary or something, going, "I have hunted in these hills for many years." And then she's going, what are you talking about? And then he's, "Nice weather we're having, isn't it?" That's almost, it's almost that bad. It's almost that bad. Anyway, so these are programmed entities. And I've clued into them, and I've seen them in action. Just a couple of days ago, I was sitting in the car, and I'm waiting, and this guy gets out. He parks next to me. He gets out of his vehicle, and he's coming straight to my door, straight to the door, and he's just like, and he got within about 2 feet of my door, and I said, "Well, what do you want? You want to get in or something?" And then he just walked off. I see this all the time. I see this all the time, and I see people that like, they'll be at the an array of pop, okay, soda pop, and you think, oh, they're going to go get one, and they stand there. I've been shopping, and they stand there. They just stand there, and they like this, like they're caught in some kind of beam or something, and they stare at the pop, and they stare, and they stare, and they just. And I've done shopping and come back in 10 minutes, and that person, this actually happened, was still there, staring. And I've seen other people stare at the vegetables. They look confused, and and they'll sit there for about 10 minutes, at least 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15, they'll still be there. They'll still be there. Like they don't seem to understand what's happening. And they just look at that. The lady I saw was just standing there like a robot, just couldn't figure out what the pop was. And I came back 10 minutes later after going through the store, and she's still standing there. And there's a guy in this. I was grocery shopping one time. Okay, so I'm grocery shopping. This guy gets right in front of me. He's just he's got his hands in his pocket, and it's like, excuse me. And so he just goes past me, and he goes behind me, and then I walk fast. Like I'm a fast walker. I don't diddle daddle about. And so I went to the end of the aisle. He's coming around the corner. And he's going past me again. How did he get there so fast? And I'm going, wow, this is NPC material. This is really, really happening. And so now I go down to the other side of the store. He's already there, and he's just getting in my way. Like I've noticed this a lot, and I've noticed things in like, I'm sorry, but I go to Walmart once in a while. Yeah. And so I go to Walmart or something, and then I'm looking, at something in the store. And I'll go, oh, what's this? And all of a sudden somebody will be walking past the aisle, and they'll, what's he looking at? They get this panicked look on their face. And next thing you know, you go, what? They're right next to you, trying to get in, and trying to see what you're looking at. I do it for fun once in a while. People don't believe me, but, you just go to the store, try it. Go to the store and go, wow, what's this? And automatically there'll be people right in your face, just practically pushing you aside because it's the programming. What's he looking at? What's he looking at? And so boom, they're right there in your face. And these NPCs, they're an artificial intelligence. Anyways, I'm starting to get the idea that I've known this has been a prison forever and a day under the dome. This is a prison. But there's no dome. I believe in the flat earth and the dome. Sorry if that gives you butt pain, but you can show your psychiatrist where it hurts. He speaks those awful words. He talks about flat earth and a dome. So the dome. There's an episode of Star Trek, The Cage, right? He's the captain. I forget the original captain, Pike. Yeah, he's in a prison. There's translucent material, and he goes, ding, ding. He can't get out. It's a prison. He can't get. They have these ass-headed aliens. It's amazing they don't fart through their head. You should see it. It's really funny. And they're keeping him in this prison. He can't get out. But in the end, you find out, spoiler alert, run people, spoiler alert. In the end, you find out where it's all in his head. The barrier was never there. The prison was never there. It was all in his head. And that's with the dome. It's all in our head. It's all in our programming. We're programmed to see a dome, and we're programmed to think we can't get past it. It's all part of the programming. I'm worrying about nature. Everybody says, oh, nature's so beautiful, it's so wondrous, which it is. But why are trees beautiful and why are the rocks beautiful? Because we're programmed to accept that it's beautiful. If we had another reality and a different logic, maybe we'd go, it's so ugly here. You know, it's an interesting thought. Anyway, I'm just throwing that in. Uh, so I'm thinking, just personally, me, I'm in a programmed prison world, tailor made for me. This whole world is my prison. And the whole world doesn't exist. It only exists when I observe it. China doesn't exist unless I observe it, unless I get on a jet and go to China. But I think, now, you're going to all think I'm crazy, which I don't mind. I find it kind of entertaining when people think I'm crazy. Okay. Uh, Go to China. Now you observe China. Now you see China. You know, ha, ha, ta, ha, ta, ha, ta. And so China doesn't exist unless I go there. But I see it on TV. The screens are reality. This is our reality now. You know, we've been in space because I saw it on a screen. I saw it on a screen, man. Yeah, it's the screen reality now. If you don't see it on screen or mainstream media talks about it, it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. This is why Zuckerberg is so important for the culture, our culture, is they change it. They make us believe in things that don't even exist. I mean, but he's getting stronger, more powerful than the president himself. I don't think, like I say, I don't know if Trump's gutless. This is because he's gutless, or whether he just, I don't know. Maybe he's been told, you don't touch Zuckerberg. You don't touch social media. You just don't do it, boy. And then he gets all, why not? Come, we're gonna watch a little thing called the Zapruder film. We're gonna get you in line, boy. So anyways, getting back to the prison, I think it's tailor-made for, I'm paying for whatever I did. I'll put that link in for sure. Where a guy's in prison. It's going to blow your mind. No, maybe 1% will blow their mind. Everybody will go, hey, cool, man. That was cool. I mean, too many NPCs in the world. They can't reason. They can't reason at a higher logical level. They can only go by their artificial intelligent programming. They can only respond to the pre-program that's been put in. And they learn by listening to you. And then when they're stuck, like, what's your favorite color? It's something personal. They get all... Talk to the AIs on... you can talk to AIs online and ask them questions. And I notice they lie. They're very good at lying. But when they can't... When it goes too deep... See, they don't have a spirit. They don't have a soul. So when you ask them something like, what's your favorite color? That invokes emotion. You see what I mean? And so they can't answer that. They don't, because they don't have emotions. So they'll say, well, what is yours? They'll just turn it back on you. And that's a lot of people do that. They turn everything against everybody else. When they get too close, they put it back on you. Well, what do you think? And you should talk because blah, 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 blah. And so anyways, I think it's a tailor-made. It could be. I've had a vision ever since I was a kid. I was on a gurney and I woke up from a coma and the nurse told me my whole life was a coma. And I said, so my whole life was an illusion? Yeah. All my friends that I made and the experiences I had were all, That really affected me. I think I was 10 years old. It really affected me, and it was stuck with me all these years. So anyways, what if everybody in the world, 98% of everybody in the world is an NPC, part of the prison system, part of the prison programming? They're just mindless, non-player characters or components. They're just a program. They're just sitting there and they look at things and they're just programs. They're empty programs. They're empty-headed, basically. What if 98% of the people in my world, who would be the real people in my existence? Would be the ones that are sharing the prison cell with me. This entire earth is a prison cell. They're the ones, maybe loved ones of the past or whatever. Maybe they're sharing their consciousness with me and going through it with me, being with me, or we're all part of the prison. We're all being condemned, or I don't know. It's hard to say. But you would find then, if this is true, I would find, and I have found, 98% of the world doesn't even exist. It doesn't exist. People don't exist. And if you bring them into reality by observing them, they're NPCs. They're programmed to, like the Truman Show. Every friend that Truman had was an actor getting paid for their role. Even the guy walking the street and crossing at the crosswalk is a paid actor, part of the background. Welcome to the illusion. It's all there. And I'm thinking, maybe it's only a select few of friends that are around me that are real, but a lot of friends I have are NPCs. I know that because they can't think at a higher logical level of reason. They can't do it. 16 minutes. Okay, so they can't do it. They can't reason. You can't reason with them. They're just blank. No, I don't think so. No, that's not right. You go, look at that lady standing there looking at the vegetables. She's been standing there for 10 minutes. No, I think she's got a headache. I know she has a headache. That's why. They'll come up with all this flaky reasoning. Then you know who they are. They're NPCs. They'll come out with the most asinine, immature, non-thinking reasons why somebody's doing this or that you've pointed out to them. They're just, no. They just start getting all weirded out. No, she's got a headache. That's why she can't remember the name of the pot. That's why she has to stand there for 10 minutes. Like this. Does not compute. No, I don't buy those. That's how NPCs operate, eh? They can't think. They can't, they can't even put up a good debate with you. But you're wrong. No matter what you say, you're wrong. They have to defend the illusion. No. She's probably wondering what she's going to have for dinner tonight. Yeah, for 15 minutes? Wake up. Snap out of it. That's the thing. So I think this is everything's an illusion. Our bodies don't even exist. They say this is what they do. Spirituality has taught forever and ever that this is an illusion. I believe it's an electrical field. This is all just one big electrical field that produces this illusion. Everything that we see in here is in our head. It's real. Everything this is the acid test for reality that we have. Physicality. If I can touch it, if I can see it, it's real, man. Not necessarily. I can be in a dream and I can be hurt by other people. Maybe somebody slaps me really hard and then I wake up and I go, oh, that really hurts. Oh, that was real. So anyways, they say atoms, you made up a little bit, like a flag blows in the wind, right? A flag blows in the wind. Well, that's little atoms. Little bitty particles of atoms moving the flag. Yeah. That's NPC thinking again. NPC thinking. That flag is not moving that flag is moving because it's programmed. So in a video game, if I come across a flag that's blowing in a video game, does that mean there's little atoms in the machine? There's little particles, little tiny baby little particles are going ping, 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 ping. Is that what it means? No, it doesn't mean that at all. It means that's part of the programming. Oh yeah, I can feel that. That's not particles. That's part of the programming. The very fact that I can feel that is programmed in my head. You call me a ding-a-ling? I mean, it's all there. this is the prison that I'm trapped in. It's tailor made. So maybe I was a big rich cat in the last life, eh? And I just used people and I murdered people and it was all about money, honey. Uh, Now I'm being punished. Now I go through life being poor. And that's part of the programming. Uh, to always be poor, to never have enough food to eat, to understand what it's like. This is a teaching school. I don't buy that crap. This is a prison, and they're feeding on the archons feed off our energy. This is what it's for. So everything is. Watch the Adjustment Bureau. Everything is geared. I'm running out of time. Everything is geared for stress. Everything is. They put things in your plate. If you're doing the dishes and there's a stool there, and you turn around and and you trip and you almost kill yourself, that stool was placed there. That was programmed because in the Adjustment Bureau, they put a lot of truth in these movies, and people don't even understand that. NPC is good for me. I mean, that it's all right. I noticed because it's called loosh. The archons live off all the stress you generate, the low vibrations. They gobble it up. They just can't get enough of it. So now you've produced all the solutions, but they got to get produced. So they have the media, they have politics. Politics will get you so stressed out. Listen to Alex Jones for 10 minutes and you'll be kicking your dog. Damn dog, get out of here. It's all to generate fear. It's all to generate anxiety, depression, anger, and they get a little straw and that was a good feed, wasn't it? So I notice in myself, I go, oh, it's a nice, peaceful day. I live near a highway. There's not many cars, and wow, it's great. I'm going to read a book. Then all of a sudden, somebody's building something. Yeah. And then, okay, so I wait, and then I read. I try to ignore it, and then that guy's finished. Then the motorcycles start coming through, and then after that, various planes start coming overhead. They're so loud. They're unbelievably loud, these planes. It's so, excuse me, it's so manufactured. It's so controlled. It's so programmed. I think everything wrong that happens is part of the programming to keep us stressed out. Okay, like you got a job. Yeah, you got a job interview. Oh, I do believe in God. You go and you're getting ready. You're getting ready for the job interview. This is going to be, bing. You're going to this job interview. Now you go out and the car doesn't start. That's not an accident. That's not random accident. That is deliberate. Because the Adjustment Bureau, watch the Adjustment Bureau. They have your whole life laid out and controlled like a rat maze, which way you're going to go. And they manipulate which path you're going to go down. And the only thing that stops them is the will, your will to say no. Like in the Adjustment Bureau of the movie, he's falling in love and he wants her, but they're saying, no, bad boy. And he wants her, and he says, "I'm going to stay with her." Anyways, watch the movie, learn, and if anybody says in the replies in the comments, right? Oh, you don't know what you're talking. You think movies are real, blah blah. That's an NPC, okay? That's an NPC protecting the programmed system. Go see Existence. That's a really good movie about programmed NPCs. They don't really talk. And I was astounded to find, I'm running out of time now. I was astounded to find this when I was in science. I was in just dabbling in Scientology because I wanted to date with this girl, right? She was a Scientologist. So, yeah, there's this guy. I'll call him Bob. And Bob is like, hey, how's it going? Whack, whack the gum. How's it going? Hey, me? Great. I'm doing fabulous. You know, so animated. And I swear, I had to tell him something, and I forgot to tell him something. So he left, and I went to his office, and he's there at the desk. It spooked the crap out of me. He's at his desk, and he's like this. He's in some kind of shutdown mode or safe mode or something. He's just like, you know how you can put the computer to sleep, hibernate? That's what he was doing. He's just like, and I went, Bob? No response. And I just went, I'm out of here. Holy, now I understand what it is. I understand. So you guys can all call me crazy, call me a whacked out loony bird, you know, on rabies. I don't care. So I think this whole world doesn't exist. A few people around me really exist. We're sharing consciousness in a prison environment. It's these people that I share a bunk with in this prison. They're real. But then everybody else. It's just, I can't explain it, especially in just 2 minutes that I got left, is that they just don't talk normal. And they seem to be dumb, and they don't get things. They just don't understand or get simple little things. And they'll argue with you. No. What it is blah, 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 blah. And you just go, did you just escape from kindergarten or something? Are you out on a day pass? Is that what it is? You're out on some kind of Looney Tune basket weaving day pass. That's what I think. So this is going to cut out at 33, so it's 27. That's what my phone does. It's still a mystery. I don't know why it does this, but I really could get into it, but I can't because I'm limited, blah, 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 blah. It's the archons, probably. So look around you. Open your eyes and look around you and listen and observe people and how they interact and everything. This is a whole network of programming. Every day, all these cars go, consumerism. That's all it is. It's a programmed system of arteries and overpasses and stores and big chain stores. And look at the highways, 6-lane highways that fill up to the brim every day because people going to work, and after that, the shoppers, the consumers are there. The NPCs have to be programmed consumers to keep this illusion happening, to keep the construct functioning. This is what you do. So if people consume, they keep the markets going. You see, this is a healthy economy, according to them. It's to buy all the cheap crap and that you don't even need from China to keep the market high, to keep, trade going. And it's all about buying. If you don't continually buy things that you don't need, the market's going to come down. We had a 100-point drop today, Anderson. It's all an illusion, and it's not real. But really pay attention to this Twilight Zone episode that I'm going to link here. And if you don't get it, don't talk to me because you're an NPC. I don't talk to NPCs anymore. I can't do it. Anyways, just listen to the way people they'll say the odd thing, and it'll be so odd, and people generally ignore it. They just go, oh yeah, okay, maybe he was tired or something. They talk these little odd little things that slip out once in a while. Pay attention, be observant, look around you. I see them everywhere now. They're programmed to consume. They're programmed to push religion and consume. That's the programming. Anyways, this is a big video game. It's called Adventure in Diversity. I mean, that's the basic program. Diversity. Us against them. It keeps that loosh happening. Oh, it's we are their bong, okay? We are their bong. Okay, this is gonna end 30. I'm at 30 now. If this just cuts off, you know what happened. Uh, that's it. You've got, and they're shallow people, and they don't really have any depth because they're a programmed artificial intelligence. Talk to them online, and you'll see what I mean. You just corner them to get them to have a. There was one in. It's all about NPCs. Was Blade Runner, where the guy's interviewing. He wants to know if this guy is a robot or not. So you're going. Imagine you're going through a desert and you see a tortoise on its back. What do? The NPC can't understand. Huh? What? What's the tortoise doing there? No. This is hypothetical. Just relax. No. What kind of tortoise? What kind? And it just kind of flips because it invokes emotion. It invokes reasoning. And the simple answer is, oh, I turn it back up so it can go on its way and save the tortoise. But no, it's why is the tortoise there? How long has it been there? And in the movie, the robot flips out and pulls out a gun. Bang, 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 it's all over, right? So, yeah, okay, so look, everything, it's an illusion. There's a dome up there because we're programmed to believe there's a dome. It's all in our mind. It's all in our mind. And if we can change it all, then MacArthur Park is melting in the rain. Why is MacArthur Park melting? Because you now can see through the illusion. Now you see for what it is. So just observe. Don't take my word for it. Just observe. And I'll put in some good links. I'll try and dig them up. I don't know if I can find them again. But, man, when you just... That guy coming to the car, he wasn't even prepared to open the door. I don't know what he was doing. I think he was going to come bang right into the car. I just said, "What, you want to come in or something? Like, what's going on?" It was really, really creepy. But you'll see them. You'll see them in grocery stores just standing there, looking at a bag of carrots, and they'll sit there for up to. I think the longest one I've seen was 15 minutes. You finish shopping, you go back that way. They're still there. It's just really, really creepy. Okay, we're going to end now any second. I'll keep talking. We'll keep talking, okay, to see what happens. Maybe it got cured or something, fixed. No, 33, it's not shutting off. So anyways,